It's the fold in function, that's the fold out function. Alright, so what you have here, this is a heated mirror, and of course it's a power mirror. There's a heated sign, and it, you know, has its own function, but also what it does is it has a power fold in. So it's able to fold in like at drive-throughs, banks, various things like that. And it pops right back into place. However, for whatever reason, the motor itself doesn't work properly. Now, this is the motor right down in here, or part of the motor. There's also a little gear inside there, and I think that gear might be stripped out. So I want to retain the functions of the mirror as far as the stock features. However, I'm okay with letting the functions of the fold-in go away. I mean, it's a nice function to have, but in this situation it's not practical. It's an old used vehicle, it's got 150,000 miles. So what I think I want to do is I want to show you just a quick fix on this. Alright, so here's what's called a power folding mirror right here, and so it looks as though this is the switch here. Yeah, so the motor comes in from power here, and then ground is switched, and it looks as though this piece here is probably part of the switch itself. So it looks as though this piece will move from these two pins here and these two pins together. So basically they are kind of like this. I think that's kind of the way I'm understanding it. And you're basically taking a motor and you're swapping what I believe is swapping the ground, power to ground, like a power window motor. To make a window motor go up and down, on a lot of these systems they just swap power and ground. They can't have them both at the same time, you'll burn the switch up, but they do swap them, and I think that's what this switch is doing that you saw in the first part of the video. So in order to eliminate this, I could buy a whole mirror, but they're quite expensive. But I think what I want to do is this. I just want to eliminate the power folding portion, because the heater still works and the mirror functions. It goes up and down and side to side just fine. So I think what we'll do is this. Now it's violet and light green. Remember this connector here. This is your violet and light green. But if we cut that, we know we're going to have power here at this wire, or we'll have ground at this wire. So we need to make sure that we've got that turned off. So let's see what I'm going to do about that. So what I've got here is these are just heat shrink. So I'm going to put one over this. And I don't know if this is something that anybody's ever thought of. I'm sure you have. What we'll do is pull that up a ways. once you get it on there, then you just pinch this. It's still hot. Pinch that. And that glue will go together inside there. That'll keep that from shorting out. Do the same thing to this one here. You can also take your pliers and I've got just regular wire cutters, and you can just pinch that off. You don't have to push it to cut it. And once that cools down, that'll be a good solid non-connection. So let's go see if that works. Alright, let's see. Seems like that's slowed that down. However, it's causing the other mirror to act up. Let me hit that switch again. Yeah, looks like that other mirror. Let's see what it's doing. Alright, so what I found was that motor over there is pretty weak on that mirror. So I'm going to switch this and I'll let you look at that. See, it's pretty weak. Sounds like it's probably got a broken gear inside of it. So I push the button, and then help it along. See if I can do this and hold the camera at the same time. Try it again. I'm pushing the button, holding the camera, and trying to push that with that little broom thing. Alright, so what I was hoping for is to get the thing, because see, it's got that detent. It looks like got it about as far as it'll go. Maybe I can move it in just ever so slightly and straighten that up. Let me try that. Alright, we're going to try this again. I've got my broom. This needs to come in just a little bit. Like a bird on a tree. Alright, let's try this. Alright, that looks like that's about right. Let's see if that's... Well, it's not perfect, but I think it's gonna loose. It's probably got broken gears inside of it. Get that all out of the way. Like I say, I'm basically doing this one-handed and one person. Try that again. Yeah. Okay, well, at least it's got the detent, so when you go to a car wash or something. Yeah, see, it's got a little looseness. That's probably part of that gear that's broken in there. Okay, well, that'll have to do. Alright, so what I did off camera, so you saw me cut the violet and light green wire here, and I just separated it and then put a heat shrink in there. And doing it to the mirror on the other side, I'd have to take the what you call it, door panel. Instead, I just took the switch itself and cut the yellow or the violet light green wire, and did the same thing with the heat shrink there. So now there's no power to either mirror on the fold, but the rest of the mirror works as far as the function of the mirror moving up and down, and the heater still works. So that is what happens. This is the problem that we see with these high-end vehicles that have electronic malfunctions as they get older. So that's just one lesson I can share with you, and I'll give you a thumbs up, and we will see you next time. And thanks for watching.
Please, St. Louis.